When I was a young woman, I sought relief too. But I didn't really know what it was I was seeking. I thought I was seeking happiness or satisfaction or maturity as an adult, or just some way of being that where I would feel comfortable and satisfied, and then in some way be able to contribute to the world too. No matter what I did, I never found that. So I kept doing, thinking, emoting, dreaming, sleeping, waking. And no matter what I did, it didn't lead anywhere. And all the intellectual examination of what I was up to didn't lead anywhere either. And also relating. I looked to all of these things to somehow fit it all together and find some relief. And which to me, I didn't really call it relief at the time. I just called it satisfaction, or I didn't really have any word. I just felt that at some point I'd become an adult, and from then on everything would be okay. And then, even though I had many accomplished strategies for dealing with life, all of a sudden I was faced with something very unexpected and violent that happened to my person. And when that happened, then the entire apple cart was turned upside down. Everything that I had known to be true, safe, reliable, I couldn't rely on anymore, because what had happened was beyond any of my strategies to do or control anything that was going on. And so then I was just flooded with all kinds of thoughts and emotions, and completely bewildered, hopeless, powerless, desperate, paranoid. And I was in a state of unalterable fear, and there was no way I could get out of it. And so, what to do? I couldn't figure out anything to do. The thinking, the emoting, the relating, the intellectualizing, no matter what I had tried, the psychologizing, nothing whatsoever could make any sense out of what was going on for me, and nothing could calm it down or settle it. And then, in a moment of just utmost desperation, I suddenly realized that all of these things that appeared, all of these thoughts, all of these emotions, all of the past, the present, my future memory, or projections of memory of what might happen, and on down the line, that all of these things, no matter what they were, they had the same underlying basis. And I didn't know what to call it. All I knew is that it felt like total relief. And that was just the only word that occurred to me, relief. And when I just allowed that relief to be as it is, then everything that appeared within that relief was okay. And the relief wasn't separate from what appeared. The relief is completely the source of what appears. It's just in describing what appears as this or that, good or bad, positive or negative, good or evil, that it appears to be that way. The description implies something, but the description does not imply the underlying basis of the description. Whatever it is, the underlying basis of the description is absolute relief. So everything that appears, no matter what it is, appears in, of, as, through, and from relief. And there's never been anything other than that. And so relief is really a wonderful way to think of it, because it's beyond thinking. It's completely beyond thinking. Relief is beyond thinking. You can't think your way into permanent relief. Relief is just a description of the basis of reality. When we know that basis of reality, which is really equal to our own awareness, then we've gone beyond thinking. We've gone beyond the discriminating mind into wisdom, the wisdom of relief that is the basis of everything. Then we know everything in an entirely new way. Rather than just knowing a world of descriptions, we've gone beyond that. We've gone beyond all descriptions, and we've gone beyond them, but everything that we are still includes them. And in that relief, we realize tremendous wisdom, energy, love, and light. So the relief isn't a state to get into and then just stay there. Oh my God, I've got to hold on to this relief no matter what. The relief is something that's so in all appearances, no matter what they are, good or bad, positive or negative. And then in that, everything naturally settles out into a display of equanimity, of evenness, of equalness, of magnificent wonder that it could possibly be this way after everything we've learned to the contrary. So this is very, very important, because it is our true nature. It is the natural state. It is the source of all appearances, and no description, no matter what it is, can ever knock us off balance from that relief, because the ultimate definition of all descriptions is this complete relief. This complete relief of the naked knower that is the knower of everything. The naked knower that is the thinker of everything. The naked knower that is emoting everything. The naked relator that is relating in every circumstance. And in that, there's nothing to do. There's no pretense. There's nothing to be made up. There's no thinking to be had to arrive at any solution. There's only naked knowing. The naked knowing of direct perception in the immediacy of what's right here. Freedom in immediate perception. Complete perceptual openness in all experience. And that is total relief. It's beyond the need to think about anything that happens. It's just completely beyond the need to think about anything that happens. It's the clear light of wisdom, in which everything that appears is known as it is a vivid appearance of empty relief. That's all it is. Nothing that appears has a nature that's independent of that relief. There's never anything that's existed elsewhere from that relief. So in that sense, we can say that no matter what appears, it doesn't need to be changed. It doesn't need to be modified. It doesn't need to be analyzed. It doesn't need to be transformed. Relief has never been conditioned into anything, so it doesn't need to be deconditioned. If we're fooling around with deconditioning, then you see we're fooling around with an appearance. The only way to realize the unconditioned is to abide as the unconditioned. That's the only way. And there's no particular way to go about that. Whatever appears is already unconditioned, so whatever appears is the only source of the unconditioned. We can't contrive special circumstances within that and then say, oh, these are the ones that'll show me what's unconditioned. Because then we're saying, well, just these special circumstances can show me what's unconditioned, when it's all appearances that are already unconditioned relief.